Hey guys, it's Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. The Savage X Flux. This is the version 2, guys. This is the truck I had about 8 or 9 months ago. I got it kind of during the winter and I traded it to a buddy and, well, I got it back. Now the unfortunate thing is he did some bad modifications to it, some Integi parts, and kind of ruined a bit of the truck. Now I've started removing all that stuff. I've got the arms off, I got the turnbuckles off. He did install an aluminum bell crank, and I don't think he set it up, so I don't think the spring is tight enough because my steering is kind of horrible. This is already a bad servo, and it's even worse right now. Now, unfortunately, we've been here quite a bit lately with some trucks, and my nice kind of hill sort of mound I had for jumping off of, they've kind of ruined. So I've got the ramp out, and unfortunately, guys, they've even started paving. So this is probably gonna be my last weekend here before it's just not fun anymore. Because yeah, I can't turn right. I can turn left, can't turn right. But I was excited, guys, to get this truck out. So I removed the arms and these pretty bad turnbuckles that were on it. So I did not want to be jumping with those things, but it's still, like I said, my steering's kind of really bad, but we'll get that fixed up in the next little bit. But again, I wanted to guys come out today and just enjoy having this spot. And I was also, guys, just excited to drive the Savage because this thing's a beast. I also pulled apart the rear diff, checked it out, topped up the fluid, and that's as far as I made it. Oh man, steering is horrible. Like I said, I don't think he set anything up, so I don't think the spring or anything was tightened down. He was building the truck more kind of as a shelf queen, something that he had kind of done with a previous Savage. So I understand what he was going for. Whew, that was fun. Just not what we would want, or at least what I would want anyways. But again, guys, I'm so happy to have this truck back. I had pulled apart the rear diff, topped it up with 40, kind of cleaned it out a little bit. I was out one day this week and I noticed that they had done a bunch back here, so I was kind of worried that this wasn't going to be around for the weekend, but at least we got the weekend. Stock system, stock servo. Like I was mentioning, guys, the stock servo in this truck is not very good, so having the servo spring, the servo saver spring not being tight enough is making it even worse. But we've got plans to fix all that. I've got a busy winter ahead of me. I got a lot of trucks that need wrenching. Some just need upgrades. And like I said, this one, guys, just, I messaged him one day and was like, hey, you plan on getting rid of the Savage? He was like, no. I was like, okay, no big deal. And then that afternoon he was like, yeah, I'll take this. And I was like, okay, it's sold. A couple days later, I had it back. I'm excited to kind of run this thing in the MT8 back and forth, kind of back to back sort of thing. This is a little bit bigger than the MT8. I thought they'd be closer to the same size, but they are not. Oh, come on. Yeah. When I saw the dirt this morning, the other side is all kind of crappy, sort of weird angles. I was kind of worried about it, but at least with the ramp, we can have some fun. Guys, we don't have any steering.
A few moments later.
I had issues with, well, pretty much all the metal on metal screws were not Loctite in. So my bell cranks let go. I had lost a little insert that was in the bell cranks. Luckily enough, I was able to find some parts that sort of worked. And I was able to come back out and run this thing. Now the steering is still horrible. I did tighten the spring a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but either way, we're gonna hopefully, guys, get through a pack in this run. Like I said, I still can't turn. Oh, jeez. It's funny, it's easier to do like power slide and turn the one way than it is to actually just try to turn. Oh, jeez. Yeah, man, guys, it's too bad what happened to this truck with all those Integi parts and all the setup, because it's all off right now. So it's going to take some time to kind of tweak things. And it's weird. It's not, because you turn this way, but you turn this way and you can barely turn. And what's happening now is that when you're kind of just driving it, you go to make it like a correction, like an input, and you kind of oversteer the one side, but then it doesn't turn it all the other way. Which makes this truck really hard to drive right now. It's really too bad. This was an awesome truck when it left, and it's come back just horrendous. So it's gonna take some time to get this thing back up to running good. Ugh. Oh, we broke something, guys. Just like that. All right, guys, we've got the Savage helmets back on the bench. It's all cleaned up. It's still broken. So I'll bring you guys in and show you the turnbuckle. So again, this is an Integi turnbuckle, and you can see how thin-walled that is. It's pretty bad. Now, I've always known that Integi parts are bad. I've always known that they were, you bought them and installed them on trucks that you were just going for a certain look, or you're old like me and you go back like 15, 20 years when they were one of the first companies to actually start making aftermarket parts for trucks, especially in the alloy kind of business. So we've kind of learned not to go with them. Now, my buddy, when I did the trade with him and he got this truck, he had originally said right from the beginning that he wanted to build kind of a shelf queen. He wanted to build it like a truck that we had built sort of many, many years ago, probably like, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe even longer. We had a Savage HP that he had started off working on, and then I had finished it. And it was kind of cool. It had a fun body, green Integi parts on it. Kind of reminded me sort of the back of like a tumbler, the Batmobile tumbler. But he wanted to do the same with this one. And again, because he's not necessarily a hardcore driver or anything like that, he would have been fine with the Integi parts. I knew when I got this truck back that I was going to have to replace and take all those parts off and replace them with the stock ones. So I had immediately done the arms, and he had some wonky turnbuckles up there. I changed those. I didn't think these were as bad as they were. Once it broke, and now I can see inside, you can see how bad this metal is. It's monkey metal, and it's also very thin-walled monkey metal, so it's awful. These, they're not really C-hubs. I don't know what you want to call them, or I guess they're still kind of C-hubs. I'm probably going to hang on to those and see how that goes, as well as the bell cranks. Just because I do like a metal bell crank, Again, these are Integi. I don't know how they're going to be. But overall, guys, I'm going to say that I am very happy to have the Savage X back. When I did the trade with him, it was for my big green SCX6. It was such a great deal. He wanted the Savage, and I was like, sure, let's do it. And I kind of said, you know what, if you ever get rid of the truck, just make sure, you know, you hit me up first. And like I said, guys, in the video when I was out there running, I had messaged him. He wasn't interested. And I was like, hey, no big deal. And then that afternoon, he sent me a message saying, hey, I'll take this. I was like, done. So I've got some work ahead of me. We're going to replace all the Integi parts, guys, or at least these upper turnbuckles for now. Probably at some point we'll remove these because I have a feeling they probably won't hold up. Going to install, because I still have them from when I bought this truck 9 months ago, the HD ring and pinion. So I didn't sell those because I had planned on picking up another Savage or a Savage XL when I traded this off to my buddy. And well, now I have this one back, so I don't have to do that. Stock, the electronics will stay. The ESC motor, guys, are plenty powerful for this truck. The servo will be gone because it is horrendous. And I obviously, guys, have to tweak the steering because the steering is absolutely horrible right now. So yeah, I got a little work ahead of me, but I am very excited, guys, to have the Savage X back. This is such a wicked looking truck. I love this body. I know some people don't. I don't care. I think this thing looks killer. I've always loved the look of it. I think it just, I don't know, it kind of looks like a beast. So either way, guys, that's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though the run was kind of rough. But as always, if you did, give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe. And yep, I'm sick. Have a good day.